The DCEU is my all-time favorite cinematic universe due to the specific fact that every entry that isn't the god-awful 2016 Suicide Squad film is either the absolute peak of mid or the absolute peak of cinema, with 2018's Aquaman being an excellent example of that. 2018's Aquaman was a beautiful film packed with dynamic action, a vibrant and colorful aesthetic, a perfect musical score, relentless sincerity free of the obnoxious, sardonic humor Joss Whedon infected superhero media with in 2012, and an emotional core that made it stand out among every other superhero flick released alongside it the same year, easily nudging it into the second category, unlike its sequel. Now, don't get me wrong, and don't put words in my mouth. Aquaman 2 is an enjoyable film with twice the dynamic action of its predecessor, an excellent musical score, hilarious running gags, a memorable antagonist that almost lives up to the infamy of his illustrated counterpart, a perfect replication of the DC comics I grew up with, and a blooming brotherly relationship that builds and builds throughout every minute of the film. But it's still a fairly bare-bones movie. While Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom would have been a god-tier superhero film if it was released before 2020, this film does many of the same exact things almost every other 21st century superhero film has done. An abundance of CGI, a generic army of computer-generated mooks for the heroes to slice through, a caged antagonist that'll end the world if released by the main antagonist, and an overall risk-free cinematic outing. While DCEU Aquaman's second and last cinematic outing fails as a conclusion to the 10 years of storytelling the DCEU blessed us with, it also fails as a sequel to one of DC's best movies. Hats off to the DCEU. Critics and WarnerMedia truly didn't deserve you. Shine on, you crazy diamond, and I'll see you in the next life.